everybody's the shape. Now, I'm not using a microphone in this particular video because, well, I just got too much to do, and we're in the new Shape Studios, Shape Army Studios. But I got some bad news. It turns out that this particular new building is haunted. Okay? And it's not just haunted. It's there's been 22 confirmed deaths in this particular building. 22 different people. So, that being said, I got some ghost hunting devices. Obviously, I don't go anywhere without this. This thing costs $70,000. It's got built-in everything, okay? Now, but some stuff you may have never seen before, okay? It's this little handy majiggy right here, okay? And invented this, okay? And it's amazing. It's amazing. It's what this does is it's got all these wires and stuff and a microphone with the Harbo. You turn it on, and ghosts, watch this.
Hey, I'm gonna kill you.
You hear that? Now I can switch the dials at the top.
Shut your mouth, you stupid idiot.
And you can communicate with demons, poltergeists, and everything. All they gotta do is walk up and put their energy into this thing and whammo. Okay? Now, check this out. This right here is what I like to call Shape's impact ball. Okay? And what it does is when a ghost walks up and hits it, just a second. Hold on. You hear that? That's it. The ghost literally had to beat the hell out of this thing to get it to activate, as you can see. But this thing has a built-in vacuum cleaner, a really little tiny motor. And when a ghost comes in contact with it, it sucks the ghost energy into it. So, what I've done here is I brought a fishing pole out here. Fishing pole right here. Okay. This thing's amazing. So, I'm going to hook this to the fishing pole. And when the ghosts grab the vacuum cleaner impact ball, well, you get the idea. It sucks it up, and then we're going to reel it in. Now, I put a little sticky ball on the end of it. What is a sticky ball? It is a sticky polymer that will attach to the string, like so. Now, I'm going to cut the access off with scissors. Does it work? Look at that. You see that? When they grab it, I'm going to reel them in. I'm going to reel them in like a 10-pound trout, baby. Close face reel Zebco. Now, I'm going to put the ball right there. Okay. Now, let's give it a little line.
Look at there. Good deal. Now.
Okay, we got that set up. Now, what I'm going to do first is try to get communication going. Are there any ghosts here? Make yourself known. You guys hear that knocking? You hear that? Oh my goodness. That's crazy. It's so cold out here too. That's where the ghost zapped all the energy and not because it's wintertime. They're knocking. I can hear them knocking. You guys heard that, right? Comment below if you heard it. Are you here? It's getting close.
I'm gonna kill you, Sheriff.
Well, I know you guys heard that. I told you this building was haunted. I told you. Now, look, it's tripping. It's got the ghost in it. Here we go. It broke. Guys, the ghost must have got out. This thing broke in half. Man, all that work I put into that prototype. It's insane. It makes me mad. No, I didn't cut it out of some toy. Let's get into the video.
Hey everybody, it's the Shape back with another video, and new year, new me, new us. Now, figured I'd start the new year off with a banger. Really good video. You'll have to watch the entire thing, and I hope that ring light there doesn't bother you. I have a ring light here, ring light there. This is another camera. I hope you guys like this thing. To me, it looks like it looks better. Anyway, who did I decide to put in this video? You're gonna love it. Really Haunted and Paranormies. Yes, 2 for the price of 1. You're welcome. Now, what do these 2 have in common? These 2 paranormal investigators, I guess you would call them. They got a couple of things in common. One, both faked their videos, and both have copyright claimed me before. Especially Lee. False copyright claims. Now, YouTube, the moderator that's watching this, to see if I can monetize it, this video is fair use, okay? Now, that being said, Lee has copyright claimed over 30,000 views worth. Let's just put them right here on the screen. All the copyright claims. See, Lee, I bought you some dinner. Quite a few times. Red Lobster type dinner. You're welcome. But don't do it again. No more false copyright claims. Let's get into the video.
Hey guys, hope you're all well. So, the banging the other day was something so different. I've never heard that
sound before. I couldn't work out where it was coming from.
It'd be a fun game to play. Every time Lee says, and take a shot. You'd be drunk 5 minutes in.
So yeah, I think I've been a bit lazy with the recording. So yeah, I'm just going to get everything set up now. Might watch a bit of telly or something. I'm going to go to bed. So thanks for watching, guys.
And it's the same standard, really haunted Lee format. He babbles at the beginning of the video for 10 minutes, rambling, and you can't understand 3/4 what he says. And the other part, he's just laying around in a pair of shorts, on his phone or upstairs laying in the bed, and he films that, and then he just goes back and edits ghostly happenings in it. Just let your soul glow, baby. Every time I see him laying on that couch, I quietly put my hands together and I hope and pray that a ghost comes up, grabs his ankles, just jerks his off the couch. You gotta admit that would be funny. Now, Lee overlays the sounds you're getting ready to hear. You know, when there's knocking going on around the house, he just pretends like he's reacting to knocking and overlays the sound. But sometimes he times it up a bit off. You know, it'll be knocking 30 minutes before he even acknowledges it. What I mean is, like, for instance, let's look at this clip. Now, I did slow it down and zoomed in, but I can tell you it took 3 seconds of knocking before Lee even reacted to it, which means he didn't quite get the timing. When he added the overlay knocking sound, he didn't do it at perfect timing. Nobody's going to sit there 3 seconds while something's going, you know, like that right there. Nobody is. Now, I know Beardo gets scared, and I know he mentioned something about that in a video as well. I'll link him. He's a good debunker.
There's a noise happened twice now at kitchen.
Yeah, you're right, Lee. It knocked twice.
So we've got everything set up now.
Take a shot.
The REM pod. Them, I keep forgetting. Wind chimes. Balls off table to them. Flashy ones. Gonna.
Right, we've got balls.
I'm sorry, say what?
Balls.
We've got the motion sensor there. Over here we've got the REM pod and the wind chimes.
No, you stop. No, you stop. You stop it. You stop. Oh, didn't see you there. Got a little bored. Again. Now, we're going to get to Lee upstairs laying in his bed. Like I said, he's either downstairs laying on the couch on his phone or he's upstairs laying in bed. That being said, now this next part, Parple, I'll link him in the description. He did a video on talking about Lee's house alarm. You know, how it was used off of YouTube, you know, a sound effect. But Lee apparently got a real alarm. How do we know that? Because the alarm sound changes when the camera changes. Didn't do that earlier. Lee learned from his mistake.
Just let it shine.
Oh, and before the alarm goes off, remember what I said earlier in the video? When he heard a noise, it took him an awful long time to react to it. 3 seconds to react to a knocking sound. And it takes him over a second to react to a loud house alarm. I slowed it down. Now watch this clip. Lee, you must be horrified to live in that house. I tell you what, I mean, a man able to run a YouTube channel just off his house alone, a man that gets portals, chairs that lift up and do 360s, aliens, a man that is able to speak to Vlad the Impaler. But what would be so funny to me is, you know, Lee's getting up out of bed, and the next thing you see is a water bottle just flying right at him, and it goes. I'll just make a animation, show you. I know, I got problems. Now, you'll definitely want to watch to the very end of this video. I can assure you the debunk is a good one. But I'm already bored with Lee's video. The only reason I mention it is because it's a good thing to educate people on sound and how it's overlaid and how some people can't react to it and time it right because they're too lazy and their content's poorly done. And Lee got a call from a spirit on the telephone in that same video, and I just can't bear to watch it. That being said, Paranormies. They copyright claimed me once too. But anyway, this debunk is right out of another dimension.
We've gained a lot of new subscribers lately, so to help catch up on our old videos, our two-part videos will be condensed into one video.
Right out of the gate for, I guess this is supposedly their Christmas special. What they're saying is, they're going to take their videos and they're going to, instead of a two-part video, they're going to edit it into one big video. But what they're saying really is, we can't be bothered to film new content, so you're going to have to watch our old stuff.
Secondly, we will be giving 2 prizes of $500 away to the 2 people who find the Spirit Tech logo hidden in 2 of the videos throughout the...
So this month, you're going to be giving away $1,000 to any subscriber that finds 2 of those symbols. Which don't make sense when you watch what else they say on through this part.
Now, I'm sure some of you are wondering, what's in it for Johnny and Jordan? And to be honest with you guys, we have hit another crossroads with the channel. Most of you that are watching have no idea how YouTube works. Uh-oh,
this is kind of reminding me of, who is that? Patrick from Haunted Side. I get a really strong Patrick feeling.
At the end of the day, we're really not doing this for any other reason besides the fact that we want to study our analytics for the entire month and decide if it's worth it for us to do this again full time. And we're hoping that you guys as our viewers and our family and everybody that's been there from day one will understand that we're trying to connect with new people.
Oh man, you guys know how I feel about YouTubers like this right here. Unappreciative. Well, you gotta watch all of our old videos. You gotta watch all of our old videos through the whole month because we're trying to reach new viewers. We already have you, but we want newer ones. Newsflash, genius. All YouTubers are out for new people.
Our analytics reached out to you, and you're the community we have now. But there's a huge potential of people that just don't know who we are, that if we post every single day at 6 p.m., we might reach more people, and that's kind of the gain that we want to try and reach. As you guys have seen, we haven't been very active on the channel this year because over a year ago, we went all in on the channel, chasing a dream, and we completely crashed, burned, and failed miserably, and we're still recovering from that. Our lives suffered greatly, our relationship with each other suffered greatly, and this is what eventually led to me leaving the channel. We really, really want to do the channel full time again, but we also need to know that it's worth it for us financially to do so.
Man, first off, nobody asked you to start that channel to begin with. You guys chose to start that channel. If you had to work a job to do YouTube, then that's your responsibility. It ain't your viewers' responsibility. Y'all get half decent views, and it's a shame that you would make your people that's already watched all your old stuff, you're going to make them rewatch it in live streams. That way it'll pump that algorithm. Ridiculous. If people want to watch your old videos, all they got to do is go back and click on them. Nobody wants to see that stuff in a live stream.
The best month for YouTubers financially is December in terms of ad revenue and everything. So what we need you guys to do is hang out with us every single day at 6 p.m. Central Time in the live premieres and rewatch these old videos for us.
Rewatch these old videos for us, guys. I got a better idea though, Paranormies. Why don't you get out, get a job, and support YouTube until, and when you keep growing, it'll be able to support itself. Why don't you do it that way instead of saying, you know what, if you care about us, you got to watch all of our old videos that we made again, because we definitely ain't going out there and filming new content for you guys. No way.
What you guys get in return is a ton of brand new Paranormies episodes, because we'll have the funds from this month.
Well, there's just a bold-faced lie. You won't have the funds for this month. Why? Because you've already given away $1,000. And judging by your views, and they're not bad views, I'm not saying that, you'll be lucky to make $1,000 in a month. Makes no sense.
You actually have to touch these.
What?
Laborer?
What's that noise? You hear that?
Yeah, it sounds like tapping.
Oh boy, now we're at the goody good. That mirror, I want you guys to pay attention to that mirror that's in that hotel room with those two guys. Because that mirror is special. I'm just kidding, it's a mirror.
What is that? Is that the shadow behind me?
As both of them left the room, as you could see, both of them, their reflection showed up, so there's nothing abnormal about that mirror. Yet. Now, as they're going in and out of the hotel room, every time they walk by that mirror so far, you have seen their reflection. Why? Because mirrors, they reflect. That's their sole purpose, is to reflect what is in front of them, obviously. But sometimes, every now and then, something happens. Cue the scary music.
Happening. Let's check it out. Heavy. You hear it still?
Did you see it? He had no reflection. You know what that means. He's a vampire. He is an undead vampire. No, I wish it was that. I truly do. Now, right out of the gate, I'm going to tell you, I watched the whole video. This is the only interesting thing that happens, and it's fake. It's staged. They said it was either something strange happening, or it was possibly the frame rate of the camera. Yes, you heard that right. He said, I'm no tech genius, but I was thinking it could be the frame rate of the camera. Hell, if it was a frame rate, it wouldn't just lag in the mirror and be normal out here. The whole video would jump. That made no sense. Now, that being said, I can't tell you what it is, because I did some, I had some theories, and then I did some experiments. I'm going to show you said experiments, and I did it multiple times, different ways. I did split screen, overlays, masks, which, in my opinion, what they done, they masked over the mirror. Just the mirror. And I'll show you why I think that.
I'll check it out. Heavy. You hear it still?
Now, real quick, obviously you seen his reflection wasn't there. But I wasn't paying attention to the reflection. What I wanted to do was focus on the shadows on the wall. He's casting shadows, so, well, except for the mirror. But I zoomed in, and I noticed the shadows are moving all around this mirror, but they're disappearing behind it. And when I saw that, because the shadow moves completely across the dresser, which means it's not a split screen. And also, that particular image, when he walks in front of the mirror, is zoomed in. All the other shots aren't. Just that shot. It's zoomed in a little more. And I think it's because either masking or overlay, because sometimes when you mask, it messes the edges up, and you got to zoom in. After you save the video, you zoom in and it takes that bad spot out, because you're trying to blend it all together. But let's look at the dresser. I want you guys to focus on the mirror. You can see the shadow moving below it down there, all the way across the dresser, which means it's not a split screen because it was to the far left of it. Now, reason number 2, I don't think it's a mask. I think it's an overlay of the mirror, and it's that simple. And the reason being is the mirror looks frozen in time. Now I'm going to brighten the image up, and then I'll elaborate for you more. So I brightened the image up for you guys also. And comment below if you see anything that I may have missed. And trust me, this gets even more in depth, because this next clip I'm going to show you, I want you to look at these guys when they walk by the mirror again. You'll see the reflection.
What is that? Is that the shadow behind me?
Now, obviously, you can see the guy's shadow right there. But we're about to change all that. So obviously, you see the dude with the backwards hat. When he walks up by the mirror, his reflection is there. So I took myself to task. I said, you know what? If they can do it, I can too. So I'm going to take that very clip that you've watched twice, and I'm going to see if I can remove the other guy's reflection out of their mirror, tampering with their footage. Let's take a look.
Is that the shadow behind me?
Yes, it took me about 5 minutes to completely take away that guy's reflection out of his footage, out of their mirror. And I want to also, and it looks pretty good, and I also want to show you the split screen, when I tried the split screen compared to the overlay one, and comment below which one you guys think looks better. Check them out. I wanted you to see the split screen first. You can see the mess up I did right there. You see that harsh line? Now look at this. Now see, to me, the split screen one looked a little wonky. You could kind of see the divide of the split screen if you look very close. But the overlay one looked, which you're about to see, looks much better. Now this is the one where I simply added an overlay mirror. As you can see how smooth it looks. It looks better than theirs did. Now one might ask, what's the difference between an overlay and a mask? And there really ain't a difference if you think about it. Shape, I want you to put an overlay of the mirror right here. That's a still image. That is basically just a copy, a screenshot of the video, the mirror, cut out. But if you're going to use a mask, that's like a video version with no reflection. Just the mask is the mirror itself. And it's a video with just no reflection. Now, the reason I think they use an overlay and not a mask like what I'm talking about is because the mirror looks dull. It's not shiny. And what I mean by that is I'm going to show you two side-by-side pictures of all the video throughout that has a reflection. The mirror looks real glossy and shiny and lively. But the very clip where his reflection don't show up, it looks dull. And it's the only one that looks dull. That's strange. Now, at first I thought the only thing they done was cut that part right there of the mirror out that I got in red. But after, I'm not so sure. And I wanted you guys to see the shadow going across the bottom of the dresser. Yet, it seems to never go above the dresser. As you can see right here. So I drew a line at the top of the dresser, and you can see the shadow never crosses it, and it never crosses the borders of the mirror right there either. The shadows dance around the mirror. Now the reason I said I don't think you just cut the mirror out, look at this. You see that the shadow has no effect on that right there. And the reason I think that is because it was cut out too as part of the overlay. Because in every other shot, you see the white dots in the middle there, the shadow is affecting it in these shots. Look at this. You see the white spots in the middle of that coffee maker, reflection, whatever it is? Yeah, you can see the shadow has an effect. That's until they decided to fake the reflection. Wow, this is going to be a long video. But hey, first video to, spring off the new year. This is going to be the best year ever. And like I said, it's all thanks to you guys. You guys are amazing. Each and every one of you listen to my voice. Now, I think all the evidence I showed in this video proves 100% that they staged it. That and the fact the odds of your reflection not showing up in a mirror is slim to none. None being the key word there. But anyway, I just don't want to drag this video out too much longer. Because you guys know I love you. You guys know how much I appreciate each and everything you've done And last year we was consistent throughout the whole year, just like I promised. Completely all the way through. And this year I'm going to do my best to do even better, more content and everything. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Appreciate all you do. Go check out Beardo Gets Scared, Cold Bunker. Or, we can check out Cold Bunker, but Cold Spectre. I'll link them down below. I appreciate you guys. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Y'all come back now, you hear? Peace.